Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that we could get together tonight. I just got back from Northern California from the holidays, and so there's no flowers. I'm sorry about that. So it's just blank background tonight. Doesn't matter. We're going to be doing lots of work tonight. We're going to be doing a meditation on clearing demands out of our female creative energy. And I have a whole lot of different spaces that we're going to be clearing demands out of tonight. So the first part of this meditation, I'm just going to get you set up with your female grounding and get your female creative energy grounded too. And then we're going to clean out a lot of different spaces. And once we get into that, I'll tell you there's two different ways that you can do it. One, by just grounding out your female creative energy, or two, by using visuals, and I'll explain that, where you can use symbols for the energy work that we're going to do tonight. So thank you for joining me, and let's go ahead and get started, ladies. We're going to close our eyes and get yourself comfortable in a chair with your feet planted hips distance apart, flat on the ground. You want to have a straight back to the chair, and go ahead and close your eyes and start to bring your awareness of your energy back close to you and your body. Your energy may very well be spread out throughout your home or whatever room you're in. So I want you to imagine that you're collecting it up and pulling it back to your body, so that really the edge of your aura, you really want to be only about 2 to 3 feet from your body. And you want to bring your awareness right into the center of your head, behind your eyes. And at the base of your spine is a spinning energy center, your first chakra. You're going to go ahead and create a line of energy that connects the base of your spine, to the center of the planet. So draw that line of energy straight down from the chair that you're sitting in, through the floor, all the way through the ground, deep, deep, deep down into the center of the planet. And then tie that line of energy to the center of the planet so it's anchored firmly. Devise a way to tie that line of energy to the base of your spine at your first chakra. You could glue it, sew it, tie it. And as soon as you have those 2 points firmly anchored, put it on full release. It kind of does that automatically anyway. And you're going to just allow yourself to start releasing the energies of the day. You could start by releasing the energy of all the people you talked to today, whether it was in person or on Zoom, through the telephone, either talking on the phone or texting. Think of all the people you emailed today, and start to release their energy out of your body and your aura, and let those energies go down that grounding cord you just created. And when you think of the people that you've talked to today, I want you to think about the energy in the center of your head and see if any of them may have left a little of their essence in the center of your head when they were talking to you today. And allow that energy to just go south and ground right into your grounding cord and release. And start to think about the things that perhaps you didn't get done today that you wanted to get done, and just ground them, say hello to them, but let go of them down your grounding cord so that you can concentrate for the next few minutes on yourself. You can let go of any responsibility that you feel in your body too. And since it is the end of the night, why don't you postulate that you're wrapping up the cycles of all the things that you did today. You can continue them tomorrow and kind of imagine that you're completing those cycles and grounding those projects. And just imagine that you are clearing the decks for the work tonight that we're going to do. And we're going to start by giving ourselves a female grounding. So you have a regular grounding on you now. So now what you're going to do is create another grounding cord right up underneath your uterus. So I like to use a big tube because that gives me a good visual that the tube is right up, kind of enveloping the uterus. And that grounding cord dumps into your main grounding cord. So go ahead and set up your female grounding cord. And we're going to ground the ovaries into the female grounding cord. So you can draw a simple line of energy from your left ovary into the uterine grounding cord, and another line of energy drawn from your right ovary into the uterine grounding cord. So go ahead and ground your ovaries in there right now. Now remember, your ovaries are like sponges, so they absorb an awful lot of energy throughout the day. And when you go and ground them in your female grounding, you might notice a little bit of discomfort in them, and that would be some of the foreign energy that's built up in them. And you might just notice that they feel full when you start to ground them. So let's take a few moments to really ground them. Good. Now, as you're doing all this grounding, I want you to keep your focus of attention behind your eyes, up in your head. So you don't want to bring your awareness right down into the lower part of your body, but bring it up into the center of your head. Okay, good. Now what we're going to do is ground the female creative energy that gets generated out in front of your abdomen. So again, you could visualize a great big giant tube out in front of your abdomen. And you can imagine that you're grounding all of that female creative energy, grounding it down so that it's like a basketball size in front of your abdomen. And one of the main energies I see everyone trying to ground out of their female energy is hysteria, just like a lot of energy flying all over the place. So I'm going to help you ground that. It's a white energy. You know, there's an energy vibration called female hysteria. And it is when a woman's energy starts to vibrate so high. I'll give you an example of female hysteria. It's like, I can remember as a teenager getting together with teenage girls and the energy vibration getting so high that the voice pitch was getting really, really high. And that's kind of, we're laughing and giggling, and that's a lot of female hysteria. And I do, and the reason I brought that up is because I see that level of hysteria in the female creative energy being grounded right now. Good. And you know, the grounding cord on that female creative energy goes all the way to the center of the planet. It just goes straight down from in front of your abdomen. Good. Now that's going to be a big part of the grounding tonight, and the meditation that we're going to do. We're going to take a look at a lot of different spaces that hold demand energy, or I should say where we can look to see if you're holding demand energy. And we're going to clean them out. There are two ways to do this. Well, there's always a million ways, but I'm going to suggest two different ways. One is you can just sit in the meditation and imagine releasing the energies that I'm going to talk to you about from your female creative energy out in front of your abdomen, so that you're just grounding and releasing energy from that area. The other way to work this meditation would be, as I walk you through it, to create an actual symbol of a bubble out on your screen and use the symbol of the bubble to work the energy. So I will be bringing that up for each time that we work a space. And that involves looking at it in the symbol of a bubble and then blowing the bubble up, so that each time we look at something, we complete that cycle. So you can either just sit there and release it from your body, or you can do a little energy work out on your screen in front of you. All right. Now, with your eyes closed, the first space that we're going to clear demands from is your health space. And you can put a bubble out in front of you on your screen and put a grounding cord underneath that bubble for your health. And go ahead and start to look for the energy of demands. And you might see that as darker energies. You might see it as white energy, gray energy. I don't know what color you're going to see it as. But go ahead and look for that energy and start to ground it out of your health space. And these demands could be demands from people. Let's go ahead and say hello to any family energy and ground family energy and demands out of your health. And when I thought of this space, I was also thinking of demands that get in the space that prevent us from exercising. So that's one of the things that motivated me to want to look at this health space, was to clean the demands out that get between you and your ability to have your optimum health. Good. Now go ahead and create a gold sun above that bubble. You're going to fill it in with gold. And then go ahead and blow up that bubble. Create a gold sun above your own head. and collect up your information on exercise and good health. Call that back, bring it into the gold sun, and fill yourself in with the gold sun. Now create a bubble for your time. And I mean that. I mean all of your time. So let that bubble represent your time. And I want you to look for the energy of demands. Now that might be overwhelming. So be amused when you look at it and say hello to the foreign energy and any colors in that bubble that look like they would impede upon your free time. And ground that to the center of the planet and let it start releasing. The biggest demand I see coming out right now is just simply for your attention. And this is a very precious space, your time. And it's a great way to program somebody to keep putting demands in their time, to keep them from being able to create what they want to create for themselves. And one of the demands I'd like you to say hello to is taking care of things and making things, let's say, the energy of perfection, and trying to get things perfect before you can take time for yourself. So I would say hello to that, because that's very common for spirits in female bodies to want to get things just right or perfect before we will give time to ourselves. And that could be many things, attending to other people, many things. And as you clean demands out of your time and your free time space, you're releasing a lot of energy in your back channels, like a gray-white is coming out. Okay. Go ahead and create a gold sun above the bubble for your time. Collect up your time, call it into that gold sun, and fill that bubble in with it. Go ahead and blow up that bubble and create a gold sun above your own head. And you can call back more of your time and bring it into that gold sun. Fill yourself in with your energy. We're going to move on now and take some demands out of your money. So create a bubble to represent your money space and ground it to the center of the planet. And and start to look at that space for the energy of demands. And whatever colors demands show up as, go ahead and ground them to the center of the planet, all the way out of that bubble. And say hello to all of that energy that demands from you and your money, your creditors, the government, friends, family, businesses. Say hello to all of that and let it ground. Especially coming out of the holidays, you may be feeling demands on your money, or you may be feeling the effects of the demands on your money in December. It's probably a good time to remind you that demands are an energy vibration and they can be released like anything else. So that's why we are grounding the money space and just releasing demands. Okay. Create a gold sun above that bubble. We're going to fill it in with gold, blow it up, create a gold sun above your own head, collect your information on money up, bring that into the gold sun, and bring that gold sun into your space. And the next space we're going to clean out of demands is your kindness. Create a bubble out in front of you on your screen for your kindness and ground that to the center of the planet. Give you a chance to look at the beauty of your kindness too, because you get to look at your own energy vibration of kindness while you do this. Maybe you can take a step back and just be in awe of how much demand there is for your kindness. Maybe find some amusement about how much in demand your kindness is. And using your energy tools, you can ground all of that demand energy out. Good. You're doing a very good job grounding this. There is a lot of energy in this space, I will tell you. It's kind of lumpy, whitish pink coming out. Now, I will say for this one, I'm really noticing a lot of energy getting stimulated out in front of you, in front of your abdomen, in your creative energy. So just give that a nice hello. Make sure that's still really grounded while you work on releasing the demands from your kindness. Yeah, just release all that energy of people who take advantage of your kindness, the demands on it. And then go ahead and create a gold sun above that bubble. Fill that bubble in with gold. Blow the bubble up. Create a gold sun above your own head. And call back your kindness. If that many people were in your space for your kindness, that means a lot of your kindness is elsewhere. So call it back, bring it into a big gold sun above your own head, and fill yourself in. And I've got just a couple more spaces that we're going to clear. The next space that you're going to create a bubble for is love. We're going to clean out the demands in your love space. You put a grounding cord on your love bubble, ground it to the center of the planet, and look for the energy of demands in it, and ground them. I would say hello to family first and ground their energy, and then you might be surprised to find who else is in there as well. You might surprise yourself to see what you can do with your love when you take the demands out. It might just free up a lot of energy for you. And if you have pets, don't forget to keep in mind that your pets have a lot of demand for your love as well. You can say hello to them and just ground them out. And then go ahead and create a gold sun above that bubble. Fill that love bubble in with gold. And then go ahead and create a gold sun above your own head. Call your love back from wherever you've left it. And fill yourself in with your own love. That feels pretty good, doesn't it? And the last space that we're going to give a healing to and clear demands from is your communication with yourself. Now, I picked this one because this will help with your meditation space and being able to get answers for yourself, listen to yourself. So, and when I say listen to yourself, I really mean listen to your highest counsel. So let's go ahead and create a bubble out in front of you for your communication with yourself, and ground that bubble to the center of the planet, and start to take a look at how many other people's demands are in that space. And let's go ahead and start to clear it. Some of you have some beings or entities that you're moving out of that space, so that when you go into it, it's hard for you to go into that space to listen to yourself because there's been another being in there. So I was working with some of you to move those out. Yeah, clear the demands from your communication with yourself, especially in your meditation space. That's nice. A really nice, smooth gold came in and filled that space. So I still want you to go ahead and create a gold sun above that bubble that you have for your communication with yourself, and fill that bubble in with that gold. And then you can blow that bubble up and create a sun above your own head. And I got a good one for you to call back. Call back your best counsel, your highest and best counsel and wisdom. Call back all of that energy and information. Bring that into a gold sun above your head. And when that sun is filled with your information, go ahead and bring that in through the top of your head and fill your whole space up with it. All right. And you can continue to keep running your female energy for the rest of the night. You can come on out of trance and open your eyes. Good job. And I just have a couple of announcements to tell you what's coming up. So I'm going to switch here for a second to my calendar and let you know that Monday night is Healing in the Sanctuary on present time. I picked present time so that we could all come into present time after the new year. And then following that, the other sanctuary healing is a next step healing. So there was method in my madness. And the first part of the healing of this month is to bring us into present time. And then we're going to open up the doorways for 2021 in the next step healing. And that is on Tuesday night, the 26th. So next week, though, we have two things coming up. We have a present time healing, and then I'm going to do a question and answer, Seek and You Will Find on Wednesday night. So both Monday night and Wednesday night, I will see you here. And then the following Tuesday night and Thursday night, because I have a women's intuition class coming up where we're going to be releasing responsibility. We're going to do a really nice, thorough job of releasing responsibility. So I'm looking forward to all of those. And I want to thank you for joining me tonight. And I look forward to seeing you all Monday. Got my eyes on you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.